Now then, people, good afternoon and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you are all doing well. As always, me and Lox like to get together on a regular basis. Hopefully next year we'll both be doing it more regular because we'll both be in the Premier League. And I do say that sincerely because I'd rather be there with you, mate, if I can. And, of course, Leicester took a big step. I know it's still early days, but they're the first newly promoted side to get the first win of the season. They beat Bournemouth 1-0. Bournemouth are a very, very good side, a well-coached side under Iriola, and he was outfoxed by that man, Steve Cooper. So, of course, today's video is going to be heavily focused because surely now, people, after a positive result, you're thinking Leicester fans will be Cooper in by now. So let's test that theory. But before we do, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. And let's find out how Lox is first. How are you, mate? You've just got back from holiday, haven't you?
I have, mate. Yeah, I got back like 5 a.m. yesterday morning, so still catching up a little bit with the old kip. So, but yeah, all good, mate. Thank you. All good, all good.
Good. Crazy numbers there. The Mum Overlord member for 19 months, but arguably my longest member is, of course, Ethan. 41 months, 41 months. Well, how many years is that? What's that? 12, 24.
Like 3.5 years, is it?
3.5 years, my God. Wow. That's insane, Ethan. You are insane. Mental. 3.5 years, man. Nice, man. Right, come on then, mate. Cooper in, yes or no? You got the first win, a very good win. I said you would get some results as well during this, run you were in. You played well at Arsenal even. You took them right to the brink. I thought you were going to get slap 4s and 5s. Come on, talk to me.
Oh, look, mate. I think it's... Have you watched a full Leicester game other than the Spurs game?
I haven't, mate. No, I can't lie to you. Okay. I won't lie.
For me, we've really not deserved any wins. I think the Bournemouth game, some people will say it was a hard-fought win, and yes, I agree, it was a hard-fought win. However, I mean, if you look at all the statistics, I think you're a bit of a... You like the stats, don't you, mate? You like the stats, Joe.
I mean, I do when they fit my narrative.
Yeah. Well, they fit my narrative with saying Cooper out, so that's why I like them.
Right.
We are like really, really low in nearly every department. I mean, XG, I think we're the second worst. I think Ipswich are better. So correct me if I know Georgie, the Leicester fans in the chat. So correct me if I'm wrong, Georgie, but I'm pretty sure we're low in pretty much every statistic. We've been fortunate, and until the Bournemouth game, the argument from every Cooper in or Cooper lover and Forest fans who love Cooper, who are watching Leicester now, they all say, Door, if you hear Door, that they're all saying that, oh, well, you've stayed, you've been in games to the end. It's been so close. And for me, if I believed that our squad was the first, second, or third worst side in the league, I would say
it is.
Not in my opinion.
But you don't, right? Okay, so we're going to go on to that as well,
yeah.
Right? Okay.
But yeah, so if I believe we were in the bottom 3 of the worst squads in the league, then I would say, you know what, being close in games is probably the right, is a good thing. But for me, it's not, because you look at the games that we've played. The Spurs game, first game of the season, quality, 1-1 draw. That lifted everyone's expectations a little bit. Maybe that put Cooper on the back foot because it raised the expectations. We thought, oh, we can do this more often. And then we didn't win a game. The Fulham game, we were shite. Villa, again, we were close. We were in the game, but we lost. Everton should have beaten them, but drew 1-1. First half, awful. The Palace game, we went 2-0 up. We drew 2-2, bottled it. So the Arsenal game, we got back into it, mate, with two freak goals. One was a deflection, and the other one, they were both James Justin. One of them was a deflection. The other one was I'm sure you've seen it. Oh my God, what a screamer! But it's all. Do I sound? I might sound stupid, Joe, and people will probably disagree with me. But when you score a worldy volley, like Justin did, I mean, number one, the XG's low, but I'm not saying that doesn't mean we should be 2-2. But I'm saying that there was no pattern of play. It was just a bit of a freak. He hit it, he volleyed it, it went in. I don't think we deserved to get anything from that game. I don't think we deserved to be 2-2. We were battered for 90 minutes, which we expected.
But most teams will be battered for 90 minutes by Arsenal.
No, I agree. But the problem is, mate, is that the Cooper inners are using that as to say, see, he's a good manager. He's kept us, he got us back from 2-0 down. And what I say to that is, no, it was a deflection and it was a freak. It was a freak worldie. So, yeah, I'm still
I've got many questions. Go on.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good enough manager. There's for weeks now, not just the one I sent you on Sunday night, but for weeks there's been rumors and leaks out of the club about no respect for him from the players. A big obviously we all know it was going to be a big difference from Enzo to Steve Cooper, and the players apparently are struggling with that, and they're not liking the kind of hands-off environment, I suppose, from the manager. So,
well, listen, players have to put up and shut up. At the end of the day, you've got 6 points, which is more than Wolves, Southampton, Palace, Ipswich, and Everton. I think that's very good. 7 games into the season. There's less than 30 games left now. If you maintain this, you're going to be all right. You've got a -3 goal difference. Wolves have -12. Southampton have -11. You're not in that bracket as of yet. I do want to get some comments, and then I want to find out which 4 squads are worse than yours, I think you said. Because I think that's a wild statement in itself. Richmond nearly a year and a half, 1 more month. Chris, stay on. Chris, we haven't seen you on the fan phone in, so please come on. 1 second. Bobby, that's a harsh. Yeah, if you haven't already, folks, hit the like button. Obviously, you know how it works in the international break. It's low on numbers, low on everything, but we're less than 100 people away now from 32k. So if you could subscribe as well, that'd be great. Sterling says, Cooper doing a good job. Worst squad in the Prem.
Fucking nuts.
Right, so talk to me then. Because I look at your squad, right? Keeper, very good. I don't mind Wout Face, if you want my honest opinion. I think he could play in the Prem if he were to get relegated. I think someone might actually take him this time. I don't know. Fulham got Anderson, didn't they? I just think he's decent for me anyway. In midfield, Ollie Skip and Didi, decent. Fatou Mavadidi, decent. But that's it, bro. I know Ricardo Pereira, of course, but he's not playing. James
Facundo Buonanotte
as well, but he's on loan, right?
Yeah, but for me, he's the best player in the bottom 3, the promoted teams. I know he's obviously a loan, but for me, from what I've seen, mate, he's different class. I can't actually believe what I've seen from him. It's nuts.
So, okay, Buonanotte then, yeah, I give you that. Top player, obviously brightened up by poor players, if I'm honest. But
and they gave him a 4-year deal the day he came on loan. They gave him a 4-year deal.
Clearly got potential. Which 4 squads are worse than yours?
I think there's 5 worse than us.
5?
5, 4. It's for me, Southampton,
okay,
Ipswich.
I don't think Ipswich is, but go on.
Everton and Wolves.
Wolves don't have a worse squad than you, bro. Come on. You're just looking at the results. They do not have a worse squad than you.
You're blinded by the relegation, man. You're blinded by our freak
How do
relegation.
Wolves have a worse squad than you?
Mate, you've named the players. You've listed them, mate. You've listed the players.
Should we go through
Wolves? Wolves is the only one that I think is borderline, but the other 3, Everton, Ipswich, and Southampton, I think we've got a better squad.
I don't think Everton have a worse squad than you.
They do, mate.
Jordan Pickford's better than Hermanson.
Close, but close.
You would say. Jared Brandwaite, Tarkowski, both better than yours.
No,
he is, bro.
Brandwaite is. No.
So Brandwaite streets ahead, but Tarkowski's better than Face and that. This has been in the Premier League.
Why is it? The comment from Georgie there, mate. I was told that Leicester should have to win the Premier. Will have to win the Championship because they've got a Premier League squad. Last season, that was the narrative.
You did. So did we.
We've lost Dewsbury Hall. We've lost one, mate. We've lost one.
I'm not saying you don't have a Premier League squad. I'm saying it's not. There isn't 5 worse than it. 5.
There's 4. There's definitely 3. There's definitely 3.
I'll give you
the 4th is borderline.
I'll give you Southampton. Ipswich is a conversation because I like the Ipswich squad, but a lot of it maybe is Championship top end. Maybe okay, but Evans is better than yours.
No.
Doucouré, Calvert-Lewin, Harrison, McNeil. They're better though, bro.
Harrison and McNeil over Fatu and Mavididi.
McNeil, definitely. He gets too much disrespect. He's a good player, McNeil. No?
I disagree. I can't believe you're even saying Ipswich is a conversation, mate. I really,
no, because
really
I like Ipswich squad, though. Obviously,
you
you've got
like
Jacob
them because the
Greaves.
novelty. It's the novelty.
No, they've got
they're in the Premier
Greaves,
League.
Jacob Greaves at centre back. They have Leif Davis, of course. In midfield, you've got Calvin Phillips. You've got Jack Clark's there as well. Sammy Schmodix. There's many other names that I probably forget off the top of my head. But okay, yeah, you might argue yours is. Look, I do like some players, but I think just to. So what you're saying is, in your opinion, Cooper should be doing better because there's worse squads than you, but he's got you above all them teams, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm not debating that. Position-wise, we are where I think we should be, or maybe you could argue that we should maybe be from squad maybe a position lower. But the games, mate, are atrocious. We are lucky to be where we are. We are so lucky to be where we are. From how we've played, how we've been set up, how
you make your own look, though, Lox. What did you want him to do? Be free flowing? Do you think your team can compete going for it? If Maresca, right? Let's just put it.
We have though in games.
If Maresca would have still been at the helm, you'd be getting walloped like Southampton for me.
I'm not denying that. I'm not saying we don't know, do we? But I'm not saying.
No, we don't.
I'm not saying we'd be 10th with Maresca, or we'd have won more than one game.
Good.
But when we have gone, this is the problem, Joe. When we've gone at teams, we have caused problems, but we just don't go at teams enough. We don't. We start games so slow, so negative. And then if we are 1-0 down, we don't try and attack the game until 70th. And if we do nick a goal, then again, it's just defensive for the last 20 minutes. He brings on Connor Cody for Steffi Mavididi. I mean, it's ridiculous, mate. There's no attacking output. Bournemouth was a good game, but mate, if you watched it, you would see how we were lucky to not be 2-1 down in the second half. It was so bad. We just completely folded. It was negative tactics. It was just awful. I can't believe we actually won the game 1-0. But again, hard-fought win. I understand that part of it. Yeah. And that's a good thing to have in a relegation battle. But it's just so negative, mate. It's awful. Yeah. It's horrible. And I don't think it will last long because, as you know, you said you make your own luck. Luck also runs out.
Of course it
does, runs out. And I think, and I truly believe if we carry on how we are now for the next 10, 15 games, I think we will be in the bottom 3 above Southampton because they are really, really shit. But I think we'll be in the bottom 3 in 10 games if we carry on the way that we are because it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable at all.
Not at all. Fair. Vic, I do want to respond to this, mate. They had Jan Vertonghen and what's his face? Who was the other one? Playing when they were in the 40s and 50s, man. They don't do well in defence, and I don't think that's a good barometer. Would Tarkowski probably? Yeah. I think he's better than Woutface. I do. Like, I'm not talking cap. Honestly, I genuinely believe he's better. I mean, he's got decades in the Prem, for God's sake. But hey,
I'm not overly keen on Fast, but I still think he's better than Tarkowski.
We could do that. We could do a combined 11 for sure. We should maybe give that. I'll tell you what. We could have a look at each squad and just see who we pick out of them 4 teams. See who goes where. We'll do that. Yeah, but I like Harrison, though. McNeil will be Leicester's best player. Well, I don't know about that, but McNeil's good. McNeil is good, but I don't know if he'd be the best player. I agree with that. Let's have a look. It's all hearsay, though, isn't it? I know. Do you want to say something that's being said?
Mate, if it, you know, right, that if it's just one report, then yeah, it could well be hearsay. But there have been multiple reports over the last few weeks, even since the end of pre-season. There's been so many different leaks and stuff coming out, and when it happens so much, you kind of look at it and think it probably is true. And I've heard it from multiple people. The one I sent you on Sunday night is a bit of a rogue one, but I've heard from somebody who is related to somebody who works at the training ground, and they've said something similar. there is clearly a couple players that have been completely exiled by Cooper, probably
Pereira,
because
for
they
example.
Ricard and now Vestergaard, now Yannick Vestergaard as well.
Who's playing instead of him now?
Caleb Coley, really good centre back. I was
really
worried
good,
about him in pre-season because he was shite, but he's
Is he
Is
really just brought in? Is he a new?
Yeah, from Atalanta. Yeah, Atalanta. Okay. 15 million. You know, he's a good player. I think he had like playing out from the back as well. That's what we thought we would miss from Vestergaard. That because he did that so much last season, but I think he had the most in the whole Premier League last on the weekend just gone. The most. What's the stat? Line cutting passes or something like that. Success rate. So, but now who's the new one? Who's going to be exiled, Joe? Who is it? Midfielder.
Winks?
Harry Winks. Yeah.
Why? Harry Winks.
Well,
Told you
he was dropped. He was dropped.
For,
but mate, what do these three players have in common?
Though? Who was he dropped for? Do you know?
So what we were playing, mate, was a midfield of Oliver Skipp, Harry Winks, and Wilfred Ndidi. That was the midfield. Right. He's dropped Winks and brought in Facundo Buonanotte, who should have been starting every game anyway, because he's our best player, I think. But he's now moved him up. Obviously, he's put him in the 10, and Ndidi's dropped back because Ndidi was playing as a 10 for the last few games. So he's now got Facundo there and Oliver Skipp and Ndidi. But the thing I look at, mate, are these three players: Ricardo Pereira, Yannick Vestergaard, and Harry Winks. For me, were three of, if not the most important players for us last season in the Enzo Maresca system, by far. And it's not a surprise that those are the three now who are just out of the team. For me, I think that they are the three that have struggled the most with Steve Cooper coming in, a complete change in system. And the rumours, the rumours are for weeks now, mate, that some of the players, let me try and find the message, mate. I'll read you I won't read out the one I sent you on Sunday, but I'll read out a one from last week, mate. I'll read out, where is it? Here it is. Okay, this is the rumor. So through his connections, he said it's not sounding good for Cooper. There is a discord within the dressing room. Apparently, the biggest concern is Cooper appears to be on the fence with everything: transfers, lineups, formations, and a definitive style. There's definitely a feeling he doesn't really know what to do with the team. There were also some issues in the summer with transfers. Naturally, the scouting team will have suggestions that the managers don't agree with. But again, they allegedly found it difficult because Cooper was on the fence with a lot of players, which meant some targets were missed and not progressed. I think it's fair to say the idea that Cooper hasn't got the dressing room fully on side aren't wide of the mark. So that's the rumor. And that was last week. And then there were more earlier, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, saying similar things, that there were some senior players who weren't really getting on board with Steve Cooper, and apparently Cooper speaks to the players for their advice on tactics.
But that's not out of the ordinary, though.
No, but it's the contrast from last season, right? The contrast, and I think that is probably. That takes some while getting used to, mate.
Do you actually believe that, though? Because you're complaining about his style. So if you're complaining about his style, then surely you have to blame the players if he's asking them. I think that's bullshit, bro.
Well, if it's bullshit, it's bullshit. I suppose we'll never know, because no one's ever going to come out and say, yeah, it's definitely true.
You think Steve Cooper's going, come on, lads, can we get together and, will you help us put together this tactical plan for Arsenal and that?
No, I don't think that's how it's going. No, but it's just a very big difference from Enzo Maresca, who said, right, this is it. If you don't like it, whatever. I mean, you've seen it at Chelsea already. I mean, you saw it all last season. So I agree with what Cuz said. Of course, players should be getting behind the manager. It feels like players have too much power these days. I mean,
100%.
Notoriously, the worst one at Leicester for it is Mr. Vardy. He is the worst. He allegedly got Ranieri sacked. He got Claude Puel sacked. He was a part of the falling out with Brendan Rodgers towards the end. He's the one who called the meeting last season with Enzo Maresca. So Vardy is obviously probably the biggest voice in the dressing room and around the squad.
Rightly so, I think.
Rightly so.
Yeah.
Rightly so, yeah. But that is a worry. I suppose with a manager, you have to try and get him on Vardy on board, really, or do what Rodgers did and kick out Schmeichel, because that's what Rodgers did. He kicked Schmeichel out of the squad and sold him, and now he's back with him, which is weird at Celtic.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I believe the rumors. Yeah, I understand people who will say they're bullshit. There's no, it's not confirmed and all of this. You can't believe them. I get that. I get people who say that, but I believe them just because it kind of, for me, it makes sense with other things that have happened with Ricardo, Vestergaard being exiled seemingly, and Mavididi even, mate. The three
he's been
players
playing though, no?
Recently, yeah. But he was exiled at the start of the season. But for me, it makes sense because the only three players that actually spoke out when Enzo was sacked.
Jump in, right? I know he hasn't started 7 games. You talk about exiled, right? He's played 7 though. He started 4.
Yeah.
Which is
at the
more
start.
Than
I'm talking about the start of the season. Mate, because he was nowhere to be seen, and everyone. Because this is the thing that annoyed.
Well, he was though, because he's played 7 games. He's played 7 games. He started 4, but he's been involved in all 7. So
he got like 2. He got 2 3-minute cameos. He got 2 3-minute cameos, and everyone knew that he was playing Bobby Decordova-Reid over him, mate. Bobby Decordova-Reid, Jordan Ayew
for 2 of them games because he's played 5. So Mavididi has spent more time. Right. So Mavididi has a total amassed of 4.390s, right? So 4 games, and Decordova-Reid has 1.8. So he started, more than him.
Yeah, again, I'm talking about the start of the season. At the start of the season, it was just like he wasn't getting game time. But the ones that have been exiled, mate, are Ricardo Pereira. Definitely. How many minutes has Ricardo Pereira played in the Premier League this season, mate? Please tell me.
None at all.
How mad is that? How wild?
I agree with you. I do agree with you, mate. I do agree with you. I do think that is wild. Yeah.
It doesn't even get a cameo when we're winning. Doesn't even get a cameo when we're losing. Doesn't get a cameo when we're drawing. He's played 2 games this season. Walsall and Tranmere. They're the 2 games that Ricardo Pereira has played this season, mate.
He might be being a dick behind the scenes, though. We don't know this, do we?
No, mate. It doesn't matter, mate. Honestly, it's.
So let's build this combined 11 with these teams, right? So I've got Leicester, Wolves, Ipswich, and Everton. Yeah. So for goalkeeper shouts, right? You've got Jordan Pickford, you've got Muric at Ipswich. At Wolves, you've got Sam Johnston and Jose Sarr, but Sam Johnston's their 1 now, and you've got Hermanson. So Pickford will be number 1 for me out of all that. He's better than the rest of them.
Hermanson's growing into a really
Pickford's better,
good goalkeeper.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt that, mate, and I think he will.
Pickford right now. Pickford. Yeah, I mean, if we're going on quality, because I think if you would say this season, it's definitely Hermanson, 100%. But if you're on about just looking at it from the outside, it is, mate. Hermanson's been.
Pickford's a better goalkeeper, right? Let's move on to right back. Okay. Right back for you is Justin
Ricardo Pereira, mate. Ricardo Pereira is the best right back in there.
Okay, so we're doing those that haven't played, yeah.
Well, yeah, because if we're going off this season, Hermanson's in there.
All right, okay. So you've got that. You've got Nelson Semedo.
No.
Nelson Semedo.
No.
You've got Ben Johnson at Ipswich. You've got probably Ashley Young, who's like he's done out here.
Not young.
Okay, Ricardo Pereira. I'm a massive fan of. Yeah, for sure. Let's do that. I mean, Nelson Semedo is a top player as well. But how's that a mad shout, by the way, from Jay Racel? How's that a mad shout? he says he'd take Hermanson over Mez. Mad shout. I don't think that's a mad shout. I think Joe would do that as well. Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's go left back then. So your place is
Victor Christensen.
Who have we got at Wolves? Aitonore. I don't even need to have a conversation. Actually, he's massively so. Yeah. Let me just hang on. There we go. Aitonore. Right at centre back then. So you've got Woutface and Victor Christensen. No, sorry. Akoli and Vestergaard, right? Wolves, you'll have Craig Dawson. Is it Mosquera? Ipswich, you have Jacob Greaves and Dara O'Shea. Everton, you've got Tarkovsky, Branthwaite. Branthwaite's one of them, yeah?
Yeah. I know. I think I know my two for this one, but yeah.
Go on, are you going Branthwaite and Face?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I get the Greaves shout, but again, championship player, mate. Championship player.
Totti. People are saying Totti. Totti Gomez. Totti Gomez? People are saying Totti Gomez. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him. I'm happy to concede Face. I'm happy to concede Face. People will be going mad at us now. Right. I've gone 4-4-2. I've gone 4-4-2, mate.
Right.
So we'll go right mid, yeah. So you will have.
Well, there's
Bobby
Fatawu.
Decordova, Reed.
No, he's not going anywhere near this team.
Fatawu,
Keep
yeah.
going.
Wolves, we've got. I mean, there's quite a few bloody Wolves, isn't there? Really, that could play there. Pedence, Sarabia. What about Ipswich? Who've we got at Ipswich? Oh, see, Amari Hutchinson.
Right mid. Well, this is the problem because you've not got a 10 in the team.
Southampton, you know. I forgot Southampton. What about Harwood Bellis?
What's it? Centre back over Fass? No.
No, we're not having it. I forgot about them, you know. I did forget about them. But yeah, no one's getting in at Southampton, I don't think.
You haven't got a 10 in this team, which is the problem.
No, well, we'll put. Okay, so do you want me to change formation?
Go 4-3-3, yeah, or 4-2-3-1, something.
We'll go 4-2-3-1. Yeah, that seems to be the general thing these days, doesn't it? We'll just play right and wing. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay. So right, so in midfield then. So for Southampton, you've got Flynn Downs, Smallbone, Ukachukwu, Lallana, Alcaraz, Aribo. Leicester, Harry Winks and Didi, Skip, Kunish, Chowdhury, Sumare. Is he still there?
Yeah, bag of shit.
You've got Traore, Chinquino, Tommy Doyle, Forbes, Andre, João Gomez. Ipswich, you have Calvin Phillips, Morsey, Luongo, Kayusta, Taylor, Harness. Who's we got at Everton? See, I really like Decore. I feel that Decore's got to be in there. What do we reckon, people? No,
I want Facundo Buonanotte in the 10. I want him there, mate.
Well, wait, we've got to see what the rest are saying first, bro.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
There's better 10s. Sammy Schmodics.
No. So in holding midfield, I would like. I think Decore, fair enough. I think Decore, fair enough. Yep, I think Decore is fair enough. After that, I mean, again, it's. I like João Gomez, but I know some Wolves fans are falling out with him. I think just from overall what he's done previously and what he's done this season, and I trust me, mate, I'm not his biggest fan, but I think Ndidi has to be there.
I like Ndidi. What about Calvin, or has he had too much of a fall off?
No, Ndidi's better than Calvin. Ndidi's better than Calvin right now. Yeah. Calvin, now, mate, come on, 3 clubs.
No, I agree with you. No, I agree. I'm not pushing for him. I'm just asking you, has he had too much of a fall off?
Yeah.
Right, so
I think Decore and Ndidi.
Decore, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think Ndidi and Decore as well. Let's go right mid. Okay, so see, I'd be pushing for Amari Hutchinson every day of the week for the right side, because yeah, I'd be pushing. I would be pushing on the right side because Everton. You're looking at Jack Harrison, I really like Amari Hutchinson. What else have we got here? Kuna is more of a striker. Any Pedence, Leicester, Ayew, Fatawu, Vardy. What we saying? I like Amari Hutchinson.
It's hard. It is tough. I can't put Fatawu in there. I know Georgie's watching. I know there's a couple of Leicester fans watching. I can't put Fatawu in there because, yes, he was quality last season. But this season, again, he's barely played thanks to Steve Cooper's war crime tactics. And I just think, I mean, if you want to go Amari, mate, I'm not going to argue against it because I can't put up enough of an argument to put Fatawu in there because he's not played much. So Dibbling, no, not Dibbling.
No. Let's go Amari Hutchinson then. On the left, I'm going Dwight McNeil.
No, Mavididi over. Mate, even Leeds fans in the chat will agree. Mavididi, mate. Mavididi.
Dwight McNeil has 3 goals and 2 assists.
Mavididi.
I'm not.
No, not a chance, mate. Not a chance.
I swear to God, Dwight McNeil is straight ahead, man. People, because his name's Dwight McNeil, that is why. And he used to play for Burnley. He is miles ahead of Mavididi.
No, he's not miles, mate. He's not.
He is, man.
Mavididi, mate. It's got to be Mavididi.
I swear to God, it's McNeil.
No, man, it can't.
I swear to God, it is. Mavididi.
Go for a poll. Go for a poll in the chat. Go for a poll in the chat. Go for a poll in the chat.
Mavididi is not better than fucking McNeil. I've asked, is Cooper doing a good job? 64% say yeah. Let's just put a poll in the chat then. We'll go McNeil, Mavididi. Right, I'll put that in. We'll let that run. But that's yeah, man. McNeil's done it time after time after time after time. He's Lox on Spice. Are you on Spice?
Mate, there's no way, mate. I can't believe what I'm hearing, man. I know McNeil will probably win because it's Leeds, isn't it? They don't want to admit that fucking.
No, I don't think it's good, that at all. Because Leeds fans were telling me I was wrong on Fast and stuff. Honestly, they haven't been saying I've been wrong on other people. But even if we're doing this off current season or all together, McNeil's had a better career than Mavididi, Mark. So it doesn't matter. Like, for me, who's a better player? Who would I rather have in my side? Genuinely, McNeil. McNeil's so underrated because he played at Burnley. He's been carrying Everton these last few weeks. And like you say, Mavididi can't even get in your side. Now, that could be down to the manager, fair enough.
Yeah, no, it's the manager. It's the manager, mate. It's the manager. That is
Jack
why
Clark,
he wasn't.
It's too early yet. It's too early to even see. I don't even think he's played a lot, Jack. I don't know if he's been started. He's started 2 games. Got 1 assist. So, yes, jury's still out there, I think. Oh, sorry, Mark. Yeah, just all the others, really, yeah. It's McNeil, moving on. Yeah, looking at him, mate, 70% are saying McNeil. And I think a lot of Leicester fans would say that if they were being genuine.
No, they won't.
Dwight McNeil, right, 10. Now, I know your shout's Buenanotte, right? But to be honest, McNeil's sometimes been playing central this season for them, so we'll move on from Everton. Sometimes Decore is the furthest midfielder forward at times. At Ipswich, you've got Sammy Schmodix. Amari Hutchinson also can play in there at times. Wolves, who have we got at Wolves? Rodrigo Gomez. Hwang Hee-chan, but he's gash. Your place, you've got Buenanotte. Southampton. Who've Southampton got? They got a bad team, if we're being honest. Is it Diblin? I'm not sure.
It's Buenanotte, mate. It's Buenanotte, mate. He's so good. He is so good. Player of the season for Leicester so far. Honestly, mate, he's incredible. And I know you wanted him last year, didn't you? Obviously, I know that was in the Championship. You nearly got him at the start, didn't you, last season? And then he went on Well, you were linked with him. I remember you linked with him at the start of last season. And then he went on and played like 24 games for Brighton in the Premier League. And I think he scored. Mate, he's honestly, he is going to be a ridiculous player. I promise you, mate. He is going to be a ridiculous player. Unfortunately, not for Leicester, but he's going to be incredible. He looks so good, mate. Yeah, honestly. Okay. And he's just had another call up for Argentina as well. He's class. It's class.
That's fair. Right, so up front, mate, we'll have the conversation. So you're looking at Adam Armstrong, Ben Brereton, Diaz, Cameron Archer, no Southampton player. Your place, it'll be Vardy. Wolves, you look at...
Not Odson Edwards.
Yeah, it's not Wolves either, I can't lie to you. Ipswich, Liam Delap. That's my shout. A smash out, Calvert-Lewin.
That's nuts. That is nuts. Delap. Are you taking the piss?
No. Man's got 4 goals.
Mate, Liam
4
Delap
goals
is
for
not
Ipswich.
There. No, mate.
I'm telling you, you want to talk. You want to talk about potential with Buonanotte? Talk about Liam Delap.
Mate, Liam Delap is not top 3 in the bottom 4, mate. He's not. He's not.
People saying it's Matheus Cunha. Does he score enough? Does Matheus Cunha score enough for a striker? I mean, he's got 3 goals. That's fair. Matheus Cunha. Or do you still think... Yeah, Delap, fair enough. Yeah, Cunha. But I think Delap will eclipse Cunha.
Yeah, but not in 5, 6, 7 years. You know what I mean?
Don't think it'll take that long. But,
well,
I mean, look, if Ipswich go down, Delap's getting a move to a Premier League club straight off the bat. The fact that he's already scored 4 goals in an Ipswich side that's going to be down the bottom, I think, yeah. What are we saying then? Are you pushing Vardy, or are you happy to concede? Obviously, it's this stage of his career and that. But then again, right, genuinely, and this might sound mad, I'd rather have Vardy over Cunha if people are telling me they want Cunha, but I'd rather have Delap over them all.
No.
But, yeah, I would.
It's a weird one with Calvert-Lewin as well, because again, it's just another example. You know he's got the quality, but he just... Where is it? You know what I mean? Where is it? So I would 100% have Jamie Vardy over Delap. I mean, for me, there's no doubt about it. For me personally, I know you'll disagree. That's fine, but I'm not having Delap over Jamie Vardy. Cunha, I think. I mean, look, Jamie Vardy scored 18 championship goals last season. He scored 18 at 37 years old. You know what I mean? It's nuts. He scored. Is it 2 so far this season? I think, and I'm not saying that he's obviously...
He's done though, isn't he?
I don't think he's... It's a weird one. For what he used to be, yeah, he's still got that poaching instinct.
I think Delap, man. Delap's better than
not
Delap.
I take Cunha. If you don't want to take Vardy, I'll take Cunha. But okay. He's not completely finished, by the way. He's not. Right, he's not. But Delap is not better than him right now. No, I still disagree. Okay.
So,
but if you want to take Cunha, take Cunha. But
so this is the team, right? So you've got how many Leicester bodies? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. You got 2 Wolves.
Should be 5.
You got 3 Everton, 1 Ipswich.
Can we not move? Can we not move McNeil over to the right and have Mavididi on the left?
No,
I think that's.
Why do you want Mavididi in there?
He's not shite, man.
You were telling me Fatawu was better,
and neither of them are playing. Well, Mavididi is. Fatawu is missing out.
You told me Fatawu was better than Mavididi, and now you want Mavididi in here.
Because
to be honest, we totally forgot because we weren't doing Southampton. I'd take Kyle Walker-Peters over Ricardo Pereira.
Get lost, mate. Get lost. It was a travesty last season that Kyle Walker-Peters got in the team of the season over him.
Yeah, where's Tarkovsky?
Why are people saying Diblin? I don't get it.
Yeah. If people are wanting Diblin, I want Delap. Because it should be Delap. Delap's better than them all.
I just, I mean, yeah, I couldn't agree. I couldn't disagree more with you on the Mavididi situation, to be honest with you.
Mavididi shouldn't be in this team, mate. When you told me Fatawu was better.
Yes, but Steve Cooper isn't. He doesn't allow himself to play them both together. This is the point. He can't play them both together.
He is the kicker. He's the kicker. How many Leeds players make that side? Yeah, let's see. Let's go through. So goalkeeper, no.
This is where the delusion comes.
No, I'll do it. Right. So goalkeeper, no. Right. Right back, Jayden Bogle over Pereira, no. Right centre back, Rodon over Branthwaite, no. Strouk over Fass.
No,
not yet.
It's close.
It's
closer. It's closer.
No, I agree. No. It's not yet. Left back, Firpo over Aitonore, no. Okay. Midfield, Ampadu over Ndidi.
Here we go.
I still say no, bro. I do, and I'm being genuine because I do like Ndidi. No one over Decore, if I'm being honest. Right mid, we have Nonto. I'm taking him over Hutchinson. Although I did say when we get promoted, I'd like us to sign Hutchinson. But no, I like Hutchinson. Maybe Nonto. Maybe Nonto gets in. Maybe Nonto. I really like, but I'm getting Nonto in. What are you saying? Do you agree?
I think there's better.
No, because then you'll be saying, well, Mavididi should be in. And don't tell me Mavididi's better than Nonto, because he's not.
Well, he was last season, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, numbers-wise.
He was. Yeah.
What about on the left-hand side? We've got Ramazani, no, McNeil. And then up front, we've got Joseph for Pirro. Pirro's better than Kuna.
Shut up.
And Arrington's better than That's it.
Shut up. Shut up.
Nonto, that's it probably. And Nonto's been amazing this season. But here's a kicker for you, just on Pirro. Did you see the stat, which blew my mind, that no player with 2+ goals has a better goals per minute ratio than Joel Pirro in the league this season? He's having a goal every 62 minutes for Leeds this season. Impressed by Pirro?
Turned a corner?
Maybe
it was... was it the whole Sheffield United thing that was
potentially, bro? Could well have been. I mean,
I've not watched Leeds still.
Don't lie, man. You're a secret Leeds fan, man. Why are you lying?
I watched the first game. I watched the full 90 of the first game, and I watched Melia's moment.
Talk to me about that, mate. Talk to me. Were you laughing?
And I was. I was laughing. But it bobbled, didn't it? It was a bobble, right? I
don't know what it was, man.
It's happened to much better goalkeepers than Melia. It's happened to much better goalkeepers than Melia. So I just think it was a freak moment, and obviously it's not helped by the fact that he already gets a lot of stick from Leeds fans, and he's already come under fire. So I saw Joe Blackburn trying to defend him, and obviously I knew that would happen because I think I just think it was again, mate. It was just a freak. I mean, I just feel like it looked like it was a bobble. It was obviously it was at the worst possible time it could have happened, of course, right at the end of the game, and it made for good viewing on YouTube on the Just Joe Football Show. That's for sure. I know you went a little bit viral for that.
Oh God, I got cooked, mate. I got cooked
because it was wasn't it like a minute before as well? You were like getting gassed up as well, weren't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because even the free kick. No, but so would you though, Lox, right? Like even the free kick was shit. Even the free kick was bad. So it was like, and then when it's rolling towards the goalkeeper, you're like, we've won this, and then it was like. You know what I mean? It was, it was.
Although what I didn't like, and it was very, very Leedsy. I did see Connor's video. Was it yesterday or the day before? Like taking the piss out of the Sunderland fans singing "Leeds are falling apart," and it's like because obviously Connor was making the point that it's 2. You've zoomed in on the scoreboard. It's 2-2. It's not 3-2. And like, you know, mate, that if you'd have won, you'd have given them shit. And it's very Leedsy to just get on the defensive and just say that everyone hates Leeds and
well, they do
you're massive.
Bro.
But it's because of how Larry you all are, Joe. It's
because we're massive. Like,
it's because of how Larry you are.
If the shoe was on the other foot and Patterson made the error, there will be nowhere near as much interest in the error. I'm telling you, there'd be nowhere near as much interest in the error. If the shoe was on the other foot, there would not be. Everybody hates Leeds. Do you know, like, I've done a video, right? And again, I did a video with Benjamin Bloom saying, I don't see how Leeds United can be tested. Go to the comments on that video. There is Norwich fans. There is Sunderland fans. They're all going, oh, just to remind you, blah, 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 because they hate us. If I was a Sheffield United fan saying, I don't think anyone could test us, no one would be asked. No one would be asked. Genuinely, go look at the comments on my video with Benjamin Bloom, Sheffield United, Norwich, Burnley, same old Leeds entitlement, Norwich fan here. Oh, this, that. Go read the comments to that. They are all cooking me. But it's all right because everybody hates Leeds. Look at the rivalry you've got with us now. You can't stand us, bro. Now
you were Larry. This is what, mate. Last season, you're gonna try and tell me, mate. You're gonna try and tell me that last season, that Leeds fans and Southampton fans and whoever wouldn't have come for me after saying points records and we're gonna go up. We're gonna HMS Bisley. Of course, they would have come for me.
Because you're not that significant. Because you're Leicester.
No, they would have. They would have come for me, and you would have come for me, right? And the reason why,
I would,
and your chat would have, and the reason for that is because I was Larry. So it's a bit like, right, stick that in your pipe and smoke it, mate. That is why. And Leeds are just Larry.
Even if we were not Larry, we would still be known as Dirty Leeds and all that sort of stuff. It's an interaction thing. It's because we're massive. Are we not a big club?
Yeah, of course you are. I'm not saying you're not. But I'm saying the reason they come for you is because how Larry... Mate, look at Ampadu. Look, you know, when Enzo Maresca said that comment before the game, and then you came and then you beat us, and then everyone went for him, all the Leeds fans taking the piss out of him, right? Yeah. Because when you say things and they backfire, then...
What, like Maresca when he said it's not a big game for them and not
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm referring. Right. That's what I'm referring to. You all went for him after the game, and Ampadu went for him after the game because he said something that was Larry, that was arrogant, and you went for him. And it's the same with the Rutter thing. When Rutter said we are the best team in the league, Leicester fans, when you didn't get promoted, they went for him. That's what happened. It doesn't matter if it was I don't know who else didn't go up. You know, if Southampton didn't go up, if they didn't go up, and during the season, Adam Armstrong had said something like, "We're the best team, we're going to go up," everyone would go for him as well. You went for Southampton fans. Remember when they clipped you up? You went for them mid-season when they clipped you up, or they I can't remember. There was a Southampton Twitter account that clipped you up, and then you went for them when you went above them in the league or whatever. It's just what happened. Southampton, a massive club? No, they're not. It's just because they said something silly, it backfired, and you go for them.
Yeah, but
I'm not denying.
My point is, though, right? Look at the interaction the Mediators got. Look at it. It's insane compared to, if it was Southampton, for example.
I'm just, Sunderland haven't got a song that everyone can sing about. Leeds have got a song. Leeds have fallen apart. So, but. Yeah, I'm not denying Leeds are a big club, by the way, guys. People in the chat saying you're massive, you're a big club. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying that the reason it went how it did was because, Leeds fans are just Larry bunch, and that's fine, when you're winning, of course, if you get promoted. But look at your last season, it was a lot worse for you, Joe, last season because you'd spent all year saying you were going up. You know what I mean? It was a lot worse for you because of that, and people come for you. But But yeah, I don't know, mate.
I don't know what this has got to do with the price of fish. Don't compare me with that. Like, obviously, we're not talking about that, Dean. Like, if that happened to if that so let's say, for example, it happened to an Anna, it'd be worldwide. It wouldn't just be national. That's the thing. Yeah, I can concede Man United are a bigger club than me. What's that got to do with the price of fish? I'm just talking. I mentioned the Sunderland thing, saying if that was Patterson that had made the error and it was Leeds that had crossed the boat, I tell you what would have happened. You would have seen more celebrating interactions from Leeds fans than you would have seen of Sunderland kicking off. You'd have seen me going, "Get him, what a wanker!" more than a Sunderland fan going, "I can't believe it." You'd have seen the other side. It's because it's Leeds. I'm not disputing that Man United.
No, but that's because of your reach. That's not because of the club's reach. That's because of your reach. No, it's not, because I'm sure there were other Leeds fans on YouTube who have a lot less subscribers than you who reacted similarly, and they didn't get clip. It's because of your reach. So, I mean, the second tier and other people, they'll use you over someone on 1,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, of course, it's all to do with interaction. I get that, which is why the second tier obviously came for you so much. You know, not you, but Leeds so much last season.
Using my clip, the fuckers.
Yeah.
They used my clip as well and put sorry. Fuck off! I just muted it.
Yeah,
I just muted it, bro. I don't know what's being said. I don't know what's, nor do I want to know. Do you know what I mean? So
I bet it's not that bad. Yeah, it won't be that bad. It won't be that bad.
Apart from the stain on my t-shirt. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it when I seen that. I was like, "Oh,
your tears are brown. Your tears are brown."
Yeah,
what is it? Coffee?
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, I think it might be tea. I can't remember, but it's one of them though, bro. I was like, "Well, that's not coming out, and I can't get it out." But I thought, I'm not going to throw it because I can still wear it from here up. But obviously, I've gone like that, and it's fucking there, isn't it? So I was like, yeah, that second tier is a Leeds content because they love us being in the division. Trust me, and I will get them back. I will get them back for that. Don't worry. There will be a time where they will say something on their show that I'm fucking using that, and I will click them back. It's all good. Yeah. Mad. So, mate, do you know the mad thing is? You're criticising Cooper. You've got Southampton next, and I back you to win that game. Do you know I've put Wout Face in my fantasy team, and he got me 6 points at the weekend?
I had him in my team, and I put him on my bench.
Oh, you idiot, man! Why?
Yeah, well, because
I'm gonna back against lesser opposition, bro. I'm gonna back you at home. We'll
Everton.
Lesser opposition. Do you know where I am in my mini league?
Top.
Third, man. Third. I'm flying.
I had a bad week. I was near you, and I had a bad week. Yeah, I was near you.
I'm actually overall rank. I am 11,000 at the minute, which is good, man. Isn't it? Let's be honest.
That is good. That is good.
And this weekend, I've got a back line of Gvardiol, Fass, and Davis. Not this weekend. Weekend after. Because they're gonna. I think you'll beat Southampton. If you don't beat Southampton, that's bad, isn't it? You don't want to give them their first win because it's a 6-pointer. Because if you get a win, bro, you're on 9 points. That would be class.
Steve Cooper's got an inferiority complex, so he'll probably just set up really, really negatively against Southampton. So they
probably will have line share of possession. That's their thing, isn't it? But they don't.
Which is fine. Yeah, which is fine. But I just worry. I worry in games like that. I think, we came out against Everton. Obviously, Everton was the first one we looked at and said, right, we have to win this one. And we were just pathetic in the first half. Steve Cooper, substitutions, horrific. It's away at St. Mary's, like Georgie's just said. So Steve Cooper has 2 away wins in 2 years. So he averages 1 away win a year, mate. So will this be his one this season? This year, who knows?
It only 1 win away
every year? Yeah, so 2 years, two away wins. Yeah, and there's Leeds fan. There was a Leeds fan in the chat earlier saying they want him. They want Cooper.
No, they were winding up, man. They don't want Cooper. They're surely winding up. Farker's the best man for the job. What do you make to Leeds, mate? We're currently 5th. We've lost once. We did draw obviously against Norwich. We drew against Sunderland. We've actually got Sheffield United when we return on Friday. So next Friday, not this one coming the Friday after, we've got Sheffield United. So that's a big game. But what do you make to Leeds United, mate? Do you still think we're going up?
Well, I never did I? I said
Oh,
that I
no,
think we'll
sorry,
both
that
be
was
in the
me.
Championship. I said we'll both be in the Championship next year. Can you imagine, mate, if we're both in the Championship next year?
I might
That
have to
would be
go.
nuts.
Might have to go get a proper job, mate. If that happens, to be honest. So, as everyone keeps telling me, go get a proper job. I might have to if we stay down another year.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll go up?
Well,
the division's shite, Lox. I know you won't see much of it, but
you know how Man United and like Tottenham are just always the same. Like how they just, no matter what manager's there in the last 10 years, they just always end up sacking their manager because things just unravel. There's bottle jobs left and right. I just think it's in your DNA, Joe. I just think it's in Leeds' DNA. I really do. I'm sorry to say, guys, right? I think it's Leeds' DNA for something to blow up. I'm sure you'll go on these runs. You did last year. Yeah. You were the best performing team in the league on like 2 different occasions, 2 different runs, and I'm sure it will happen again. But I just think your DNA is like programmed. Man, it's not being a hater, Luke. I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm just saying what I feel.
No, but we speak on ourselves like being Leedsy, and it's very Leedsy. Even the Melly era was very Leedsy, I think. I think it's very
to Carlos. Yeah, I don't watch the Championship this year, but remember last year, I did watch it, and Joe did tell me every week that Leeds are going up, and you didn't. So I don't think that's really relevant, Carlos. But yeah, I just feel like obviously Burnley. I did see a Burnley game. Not that impressed. I think they're just. I mean, it's typical Scott Parker, isn't it? Kind of football. But yeah, Sheffield United. They look like they're going to go up, and then there's obviously 2 more places, one automatic and one playoff. So yeah, I think you'll get over 80, over 85, maybe even. So it just depends on how many other.
That'll be enough, That'll be enough this season. No, it will, honestly.
Do you not think Sunderland or Burnley could scum their way to that?
Sunderland won't stay the pace. And I know people say we said that about Ipswich, but I just don't think they will. Burnley, I'm not worried about. The shit.
Chris Rigg and Bellingham, though. For Sunderland.
They were good for 10 minutes against us. That's it.
West Brom, will they fall off, or will they just stick around where they are?
Started. They'll be in the top 6. Yeah, they'll be in the top 6, but they won't. Nah, I don't think. Look, after Sheffield United, we've got a decent run, so we'll see. And obviously, the games come thick and fast. When we come back, we've got Friday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday. So we'll have like 4 games in the space of like 2 weeks. So we'll properly get a look at where we're at. We've got Leeds, Blades, then we've got Watford, then we play Bristol City, then we play. Oh no, sorry, we got 3 in 6 again. Yeah, so we've got Friday, Tuesday, Saturday, and then the following Saturday against Wayne Rooney's Plymouth. So I'm not.
What I would say is if there was a disaster and you ended up in the playoffs again,
yeah,
there's like no excuse. You have to win that. You have to. I know it's I know it's people say it's a lottery, but I mean, who could possibly be in the playoffs with you? West Brom, Sunderland, or Burnley,
we will. But that's that Leeds thing you've spoken about. I don't think we'll get.
Well, that's true.
I don't think genuinely, mate. And look, I said genuinely last season though, but I did believe it. I wasn't bullshitting. I think
you believe it this year as well, right?
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, man. And to be honest, I think the division's worse because there is no Leicester, there is no Ipswich, there is no Southampton. Okay, we could maybe look at Sheffield United and maybe they'll run away with it. But I think we'll be the team that will create a gap. All it'll take, because looking at the standard and everyone dropping points, all it will take. So then 3 games in 6 days, right? We played Coventry. We beat them 3-0 comfortably. We play Norwich. It's a 1-1 draw and it's a penalty. We play Sunderland. We could have easily, on another day, got 9 points there, at which point we're then top of the league and then some. So I just think all it'll take is for a little run. He doesn't even... Like, if we had a 13-game run, unbeaten like we did last season, in this season, we'll be fucking miles away, bro. Miles away. I'm not even joking. Like, no team this season I can't see going on that kind of run, because if we did, in this division, collecting that many points, we'd be far and away because everyone just keeps taking points off everyone. So
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Just it's very hypothetical. Imagine a world in which you get promoted by the skin of your teeth through the playoffs.
Right.
Would you sack Farker?
No.
You'd go up.
I think he deserves a chance, mate. He deserves a chance.
If he got through the skin of his teeth with,
if he deserves
apparently the best, allegedly 2 years in a row, the best championship team, and he gets up by the skin of his teeth in the playoffs. Do you think there's a chance that the board could say
they could do, but I don't think. Yeah, they could do, bro. They could do, but I wouldn't, because I think he deserves a chance with some proper backing. But we'll see, won't we? Only time will tell, my man. And I agree with it. You just can't. You can't. But some people would. I get that. Some people would anyway, even if he won the league by 10 points. Some people, some fans. Yeah, but some fans would, because they'd go, well, he can't do it in Prem. Thank you. You've done your job. Bye. But some will say that. I know them. Go on.
I was going to say, do you let's say you win the league, right? I don't really care about how many points, but let's say you win the league.
Mm.
Do you back, do you think that you would stay up with Farker in charge? I know it's all dependent on.
Can't call it. I know it's all
dependent. Well, I know it's all dependent on transfers and stuff like that, but I can't see it.
Recruitment,
but you'll need a lot, because I know we've just done a combined 11. I know
hang on, mate. Hang on. Why would we need more? Right. Wait. You've bought Decord over Reed, yeah. Jordan Ayew.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll need a lot. Yes, you got Buenanotte, but we'll get players like that. In what world do we need more than what you would?
What do you mean?
Well, you're saying, I can't see it, we'll need a lot, but you're saying you could stay up with your squad. You're saying it's the fifth bet. Like there's 5 worse than it. But what?
Yeah, but I think I think our squad is better than Leeds anyway.
Okay. But my point is, I don't think it's that much better. Like what?
Yeah, but we've just done a combined 11, and 4 Leicester players have got in.
Yeah.
And one Leeds player's got in. That's my point.
But if we were to get promoted, then we'd have a different feel of it. We'd have a different look at it, man. Because I'd probably be going, after a full season of Tanaka, maybe I'd be going, I think Tanaka gets in there. After a full season of Ramazani, who started like a house on fire, I'd probably be going, actually, I'd be putting him in there, like you're pushing for Mavadida. We've got to remember, we're 9 games in. When you were 9 games in, we wouldn't have done an 11 with the teams in the Prem going, Mavadidi gets in there. We just wouldn't. But with Ramazani, we protect. Matteo Joseph could go on a goal scoring run. So things will change in a season's time. But I don't think we'll need surgery. I think we've got enough in midfield. I'd replace Rothwell, obviously, because he'll go back on loan anyway. I'd probably get another centre-back. I'd like a new keeper, maybe a new number 9. But outside of that, mate, even the wingers, man, I think Dan James, but we've missed Dan James, which I never thought I'd say, but we've really missed him. But yeah, I think the 49ers will back him, and I don't think it needs that much.
I do. But hey,
I tell you what we won't be doing. Bringing in shite like Decordova, Reed and Jordan.
You're bringing a bit of experience.
What the fuck is that?
You're bringing a bit of experience. Of course you will. You did it this season. Put in Rothwell, bag of shit.
He's actually a baller, man. He's actually a baller, bro. He played mint.
I saw a counterpoint.
Yeah.
Rothwell. Who is it? Rothwell and Tanaka was the debate. Oh no, Gruev.
Yeah, no, but I still back Gruev, though, by the way. I still back Gruev. It's just because he's injured. Yeah, but we will spend, and we won't bring in shite like Ayew and
Just on the record, if you'd have got promoted last season, I'd back you to stay up because of the individual talent.
Rutter scored. Rutter scored at the weekend and assist.
Yeah. So I'd have backed you because I think you're going to need a lot more incomings than you would have this season.
We need a new number 10. That's a good shout, Louis. A proper number 10. Maybe we'll take Buenanotte on a permanent when you get relegated.
Not a chance. No one's getting in, mate. If somebody,
Mate,
honestly,
they
mate,
might have just done it to protect his value, man. And
the next club to get Buonanotte will be a big six, mate, or abroad. It will. It will not be Leeds United.
It'll be Leeds when we get promoted, mate. Have that.
No.
And we'll get Hamer
not a
as well
chance.
if Sheffield United don't go up.
He did so well in the Premier League, didn't he?
He actually did. He was one of the better players.
Best.
Can't help it that the rest of the team was shite, apart from Jaden Bogle.
Best of a pile of shit. Best of a pile of shit.
Mate, have you got any plans for the international break?
No, just wing
Shite,
it.
Innit?
Just wing it, mate. Yeah, God knows.
Same.
Yeah,
I didn't even do a video yesterday. Do you know what? I went on the hike with my mate, right? And we spoke so much great content. And I said to him, this would be mint, but I need like a GoPro and clip-on mics so that you can hear us, because some of the chat was just phenomenal. And I was saying to him, this would be mint to but I couldn't do it with my phone and just the wind and everything. It'd have been shit. But if we had a couple of clip-on mics and a GoPro, it'd have been clash, because you could sort of put that head thing on and angle it so it could see you both. You know what I mean? And yeah, so that's in my mind to do. Yeah, man. But yeah, that'll be one day soon. I also found hang on, let me tell you what it was called, which was mad, because in Halifax there's a street called Wayman Street, which obviously is my last name, and I put my hike pictures up yesterday, and some guy in America went, "Hi, my cousin from the other from across the pond," because he had the same name, Wayman, and he went, he goes, "Have you hiked hang on." He said, "Have you hiked Wayman's Pinnacle?" And I was like, "No." And he went, "Oh, it's on my bucket list." So I put it in, and it's in North Yorkshire. There's actually a statue called Wayman's Pinnacle in Sutton in Craven. Yeah, in North Yorkshire. It was named after some guy in the war. Wayman's Pinnacle is situated upon Earl Crag. So I'm like, right. So I sent him my brothers. So we're going to do it over Christmas and go walk up Wayman's Pinnacle, which would be quite cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
man.
That is cool. Yeah, man, for sure.
It is. So I'm gonna do that. Right. So you got no plan for international break on the fly. I know I've got a video with we've got Andrea back Friday. He's been very busy, but he's gonna come and do something on Friday. What else? Maybe White Rose Rivals tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. Shit in it, the international break.
Yeah, I mean, if there are any Leicester fans still watching, then yeah, I mean, I'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. anyway. We do like a weekly show, Fox's Den, on a Wednesday night. So yeah, there'll be, I'm sure, a couple arguments, because there's a couple people on who are Cooper in, and there's me and somebody else who are Cooper out. So yeah, that'll be a bit of a debate. But
nice. We will be there. Right, mate. Well, I think we'll leave it there. Me and Lox just like getting together and chatting. Hopefully next season, when we're both in the Prem, we can put together a panel show and have a good old laugh at it, and that'll be nice.
But like the good old before the whistle blow days.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. We'll do.
And like Hal, maybe Hal.
Yeah, if they come up as well. Yeah. I will be speaking to Hal at some point next week as well, because obviously we play Sheffield United on Friday. At least next week we've only got Monday to Friday, and we'll play, so you'll have like everything. It'll be busy again from next week, but yeah.
I will watch that game, because that sounds like a cracker.
Yeah, it will be. And hopefully I don't get clipped up on Sheffield United sites this time.
That won't be nice.
No, it won't be. Right, folks, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit the notification bell. Please put Lox's channel in the chat as well. I forgot to put it in the title. Let me do that now. Blue tinted glasses. Did you know that there is one? Oh, no, that must be wrong. It's got the same logo as you and everything.
What?
Hang on, wait. I'm going to show you now. I think it might just be an error. Wait there. I'm just putting you in the... look there underneath. One called Check for Track Top, who has 8.62 million subscribers. But I think it might just be an error, that, bro.
It's got to be an error.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll save that anyway. There we go. So yeah, folks, smash a like on the video. Go subscribe to Blue Tinted Glasses. Danny has thankfully put it in there. It's also in the title as well. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Peace out, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.